Hello everyone, my name is Abar Khan and the topic I've chosen to cover while reading Fahrenheit 451 is corruption. First and foremost, let's go over the general outline of the novel as we know it. The story is about a man named Guy Montag who fiercely ventures against the grain of social order in order to find the meaning of life. His initial job as a firefighter had him burn literature and serve justice to those who harbored and supported any form of it. At first, he believed that he was happy and content. However, meeting individuals such as his neighbor Clarice and a former English professor named Faber allowed him to broaden the horizons of his general thought. As his high regard for books continued to reveal itself over time, the more chaos began to ensue in Montag's life. His possession of books led to his marriage getting destroyed, along with his home. In a fit of rage and worry, he later murders his former captain Beatty, who threatened to kill Faber for assisting Montag in his mission to destroy the fire force. Now a rogue fugitive, Montag barely fled to the countryside where outcasts such as himself reside. The tale ends with Montag's former town being destroyed by nuclear warfare, proving one of his early concerns to be true. War was always looming. People were just too distracted by media to notice. So what is corruption? It's the occurrence of immoral manipulation and or control of certain factors, typically done by those who hold great influence over others, pretty much people with power. The goal of corruptors is to usually preserve, gain, or regulate political power, and these circumstances are most notorious within unstable economies such as North Korea. The thing with corruption is that it's society's primary source of dystopia because of its divergent composition of turmoil. It's made of numerous elements, with consumerism being one of them. Consumerism is the ideology that the use of products benefits society, and it serves as the primary cause of sentimental attachment to materialism as well. In moderation, it can be beneficial, but it's often observed as obsessive and detrimental. Okay. In addition to consumerism, immoral conformity and censorship are also agents of corruption. First, let's go over conformity. By definition, conformity is the compliance of rules, standards, etc. Under certain parameters, subjects may display conformity towards situations untrue. In the early 1960s, Yale University psychologist Stanley Milgram conducted a study surrounding obedience. Participants were instructed to output electric shocks to their assigned partners every time they made a memorizing mistake. What the participants didn't know was that the people who received the shocks were actors who didn't really feel pain. Once the experiment was concluded, Milgram noted that 65% of the participants would continue to perform their assigned task even though their partners displayed fast pain. He concluded that the majority of people will abide by instructions as long as they deem their administration to be true. The last component of corruption we'll be going over is censorship, the biased and sinful regulation of the world's media. Towards the beginning of 2021, journalist Brad Palumbo wrote an article that conveyed the damage that's caused by censorship. Censorship threatens free society and must be confronted. The reading is centered around left-wing activists vigorously attempting to halt the sales of Unmasked, inside Antifa's radical plan to destroy democracy by conservative journalist Andy Ngo. Palumbo's reading preached that censorship is treachery and unconstitutional, regardless of one's political views. Moving on. The question stands, how does this all relate to Fahrenheit 451? It's simple. The political system in Fahrenheit 451 is established to ensure that the citizens are controlled like sheep. In this scenario, political leaders in the novel are shepherds, and they're pretty much the ones who control the livestock. Through their widespread control, they administer civil discord, consumerism, selfishness, and most importantly, censorship from the worldly truth. Fahrenheit 451's social flaws were present mostly by virtue of the endorsement of technology and consumer-based goods. Although the novel citizens enjoy technology, the hurtful aspects of them still stand. Consumerism has caused people to become desensitized and conceited. Matter of fact, one of the society's primary characters, Mildred, was stated to consider her technology more family than her own husband. The excessive addiction to artificial entertainment also caused people to lose a heavy sum of their awareness, both physically and mentally. Even then, citizens continue to have faith in their social order, believing that it advocates cleanliness and serenity. Their government does this in order to maintain absolutism, because they believe that little to no diversity in people's opinion will have society flow smoothly. Matter of fact, this is the very reason literature was banned in the novel setting. In conclusion, corruption is society's primary source of dystopia because of its divergent composition of turmoil. It's made of various elements that disrupt peace. In this video, we've gone over political corruption, consumerism, conformity, and censorship. These pieces of chaos were the ones that were most apparent in the novel. Furthermore, I've chosen to center my project around corruption because of how familiar I am with it. As an avid news watcher and History Channel attendee, I observe corruption more often than none. Castro's Cuba, Hitler's Germany, and even Kim Jong-un's North Korea that's present today. These examples aren't even a fraction of society's corrupt regimes, and due to that, it's honestly haunting in some sense seeing how similar Fahrenheit 451 is to the real world. That being said, thanks for watching and have a great day.